What is this? Looks like someone's stash was found and ripped up, but most of it only in pieces and bits. Only the ones on top and around the sides are burnt to crisps. My brother and I rummaged through the stack of explicit content and think, holy shit, if there was one day I could choose to erase, it would be this one, but I can't, and it's too late. We were only walking through the back of the apartment when we came across a stack of papers filled with pictures of nude women posing in big, well, you know, that was the day I accidentally stumbled upon pornographic images. Come on, hurry, quick. We gathered the ones that are still in working condition. Not a lot, just a few. The rest of them we ditched. Nicely folded and hidden in our pockets, we walk in the house, go to our room and lock it. After another quick glance, we hide them. Where should we put it? Under the dresser? That's where we'll put this item. That day, my brain changed. It awoke something in me, something that would struggle to maintain, something that would arrive way before it should have and would only continue to gain strength. The next day arrived, and to my brother's room I went straight inside. But they're not there. Where are they? Where did they go? I asked my brother, but he doesn't give me a clear response. Nope. Fine then, I begin to do my own search. Behind the dresser, underneath the dresser again, and in the drawers. Still no sign. I search under the bed, deeper in the closet, the TV, but nothing in sight. I give up and leave it be, but the day after, the need to see those images are revived. I go back in, continue my search. I ask my brother, but all he does is deny. Did he really get rid of them? Did he throw them away? Why? Unbelievable. How could you do that? I mean, I scoffed. My search died. The newspaper became my new obsession. I would take pics on my iPod, but then delete them later. I knew they'd be upset if they found them, so I'd be careful when I took pics of the women's section. 2 or maybe 3 pages max. Women modeling clothes, panties, bras, pants. I went to the restroom and proceeded to participate in a somewhat embarrassing act. But that was a few years later. When it began, it was bad. I'm pretty sure it messed me up, and my view of women took a wrong turn and it began to develop with the slants. It never occurred to me before, it wasn't even a thought. But soon when I saw a woman, all I could think about was boobs and vag. In a bit, I'll explain the mental damage this caused and how my life took a dip. Maybe this is something completely innocent. Maybe I was just scared of what was happening to me in a sense. After all, I was at the pinnacle of entering my teenage years. That those images changed the way I view women forever has always been one of my biggest fears. I mean, I've always been too shy to talk to girls, or was it that what I saw that day made it even worse? Maybe all I focus on now is knowing what they have underneath those clothes. That's all I saw. I could no longer focus and engage in conversation, talk, and crack a joke. I'd picture that person in that same position from that video. It's completely normal, right? Is it? Who do you know on this earth that doesn't watch porn? Growing up, I never had Wi-Fi, at least not until I moved to my second home. My older sister had some troubles and moved back in, so life was dope. She brought Wi-Fi into my life, but it also opened the door for another way that my obsession would grow, which actually didn't matter that much since I had previously found other ways to cope. If you're hearing this, make sure your Wi-Fi is secured, and by that I mean it requires a password because it's locked. My older brother that was sick had a little laptop. One day in the garage, I searched and found the source that didn't have a lock. The internet icon had several sites of a connection, but most of them were no good. They were locked and protected. Only 1 or 2 were open, so I don't hesitate. I click connect, it's loading, almost there, a question mark, dang. 1 more link. I click connect, I got it, but it's 1 bar, the signal is weak. I climb a few boxes to better the signal, 2 bars, that's enough to please. This is another night I wish didn't happen, cause I feel I was way too young to discover this practice. The no connection screen turns white, a search bar and a word pops up above the long awaited sign, Google. I click on the bar and type in a word, 4 letters, 1 by 1. I hesitate full of excitement and I hit search. The first link in front of me I click confirm. For the next hour or so I enter a brand new world. I scroll, hit next page, scroll, next page. The longer it goes, the more it gets worse. Kinda torturous, my body starts to react but I'm unable to relieve myself. I need to relax. That's it, I'm done, this is too much. I'm in shock, so much content, so many categories and my head is where I want my blood. I delete my history and shut it off. I'm never looking at this again. I think to myself, I was wrong. For about a week I continue to log in and I scream. My eyes know what they are seeing. That it feels so wrong. What I'm doing, this isn't right. Somebody help me. But I can't help myself. I want to see it. I don't like it, but I can't resist. Every night in the garage I see people having sex. I go on Pornhub and scroll endlessly until my body feels full of stress. Whoever's Wi-Fi it was, they found out and put a password. One night I couldn't connect. That was the end of that journey. A part of me felt relieved. I was no longer torturing myself, but my brain still felt the need. Sometime later I came into an iPod. That's when the Kmart women's section era began. I take some pics, head to the restroom and relaxed. Even then I was still scared. It felt good, but at the end, the final moment, I went, oh fuck, what the hell is that? Fuck this, no more, I'm done. Yet every day I would do it again, it became a drug. But I was still scared of what I was doing. It felt wrong and I felt dumb. What the hell am I doing? I have no clue, none. Then the Wi-Fi was back, but I still couldn't risk it. My older sister moved in, I was hooked up for free, it was bliss. Everything you search up, I will see, she said. And one more time she said it to repeat. What now, I thought. Then I heard the word Facebook. I created an account and with it had the same luck. I used it normally at first, but then it hit me. I went to the search bar and typed boobs. Almost like Pornhub, several people's pages for me to choose. That lasted a while, but then I got bored. I started searching elsewhere and I found it in movies and music videos. I would check the rating, R, nudity, sexual content, bingo. Fast forward until I saw the naked women and I hit pause in the remote. Take a picture, save it on my iPod and rejoice. Half naked women dancing, I was all in. Rappers partying with a bunch of booty shaking females, it was cosmic. I'd take more pics, go to the restroom and go to bed unconscious. But the same body and ass no longer brought excitement. I'd never been that intrigued with social media, only this time it was different. The exact same thing happened with Instagram. I'd go to the search bar and look up ass and tits. The max I ever went in a day was probably 4. Even when my dick started to hurt, I thought one more. I was at my peak, all I thought about was women and porn. As I kept discovering new doorways to sex, whether through the website, social media, entertainment, it was all a mess. All of this had been going on for a few years, since maybe 10 or 11, 12. Did my peers realize this about me, or was it all natural behavior each day to go to the restroom for God knows how long and leave me be? I never felt it was enough. Once I got bored of something, I looked for the next plug. Was it normal? Did I have a porn addiction? I wish I could search the answers up. Ever since I found those magazines, the sexual part of my life turned to a rut. All the way up until 15 or 16, I found myself in a treacherous journey that in the end led me somewhere that was no fun. As I got older, I slowly came to the realization, is this it? Is this all there is to it? I honestly kind of felt like I hated it. I felt this overwhelming desire to watch two people have sex, but as I sat on the toilet relieving myself, I just felt depressed. This isn't fun, this urge, it sucks. I only do it because how it feels in the end, but I think I'm abusing myself. I hate what's inside my head. Something is missing. What's missing? Time for a break. For about a week, I stayed clean. The urge built up, but to stay busy, I watched movies. Summered it up, but I wasn't waiting for the boobies. When the scene did come on, however, I paid attention to something that made my thoughts sound better. It seemed like it was more than just sex. The way they caressed, kissing, and feeling each other after a bit penetration was next. But even so, what was happening wasn't causing stress. No crazy positions, just one mission. They both looked comfortable and not like Twister. On Pornhub, it was crazy positions. I think that chick might have a blister. Is she enjoying that? Cause she looks to be possessed. No way those boobs are real. I can see the line for their surgery to input the big breasts. How big is her vagina? Is it normal for a dick to be so big? How is she enjoying this and being in there all the way to the wrist? The more I started to think and ask myself these things, the more I realized it was all ridiculous. That's not what I want, at least to some extent. I also had another realization pop in my head. I don't want to keep searching for the next source. I want to share this sexual urge with someone I can build a home. I want it to be special with someone meaningful. For this act to have purpose is the goal. To caress another woman and kiss her lips and have a family is what I someday hope. Maybe try some positions in bed. Nah, I'm kidding. Pornhub is a joke. At 25, those ideas have come to mind. So many things I've realized. The ideas and expectations from a woman in sex are a lie. Maybe not all of them. I guess it depends on what you like. But I've come a long way since those magazines came into my life. I still find myself scrolling through Pornhub, but I no longer watch any of that crazy stuff. Missionary doggy style, I'm slowly working my way back to square one. I try not to log in, instead I'll open Insta and search a chick with leggings working out. Damn, she got big guns. I've revoked the idea of seeing a woman as just a piece of ass. That girl working out next to me could be my future wife, so I tried to control my brain from thinking clap. My sexual tendencies aren't as intense as they once were. I've controlled it and turned it down a lot. First, by not opening up Pornhub just for fun, and second, by learning to respect myself whenever I feel the urge. Sex is something meant for two people. When you both come together to participate in an act that relieves stress and you feel a sense of euphoria at the end, where you love each other's bodies when you both lie down on the bed. The act where you bring children into the world through love and respect. A mutual agreement where both your bodies are no longer having to suffer through that sexual absence.